Hi guys, welcome to McKola TV. So this is the player ratings for Manchester United's trip to Vicarage Road, where we lost 3-1, another defeat. Tops off a dreadful week, doesn't it? 3 defeats on the bounce after 4 defeats on the bounce. Opened the season and gave Jose Mourinho a fantastic start to life at Manchester United. That's followed up with 3 defeats. Now, even when we won those 4 games in a row, it was never, guaranteed. There was always going to be speed bumps along the way, but nobody saw this coming. Defeat in the derby, you can take that. Manchester City are playing fantastically well at the moment, and they deserved the victory in that first half. Obviously, second half were a lot better, but overall, you could say they deserved the victory. And then Feyenoord, Watford, the performances have left a lot to be desired, and it's going to take a while to shake off the hangover of the last 3 years. I think Jose Mourinho is the man for the job. I have my doubts about him. Everybody knows that. But I'm not going to use those doubts to now jump on his back. The job that he had here was a big one. And people mentioned yesterday that my point about pre-season probably not helping either. I think there's a number of reasons why we haven't been performing. I think personnel, tactically, the manager's got it wrong at times. Selection has got wrong at times. Players fighting for fitness, players out of form. There's a number of reasons as to why Manchester United aren't performing, and pre-season is one of those as well. People mentioned Man City had a good pre-season. That's fair enough, but Man City are playing fantastically well at the moment. Hats off to Pep Guardiola, but I'm sure they'll encounter some problems as well, and it won't be smooth sailing throughout the whole season for them. And you have to expect a few issues. Jose Mourinho has just come in after 3 years, 3 disappointing years. Yes, we won the FA Cup, that was great. But overall, 3 disappointing years. So he had a big job to do. He's still got to do that. He's mentioned tactically some of the players are still probably thinking how they were playing in the last regime, and he doesn't want that. The lack of a press has been woeful, and I think that's both mentally from the players and also in his selection as well. He hasn't helped himself. Picking Fellaini and Pogba and Rooney in a midfield 3, that's obviously going to lack a press, and it hasn't helped us at all. We left gaping spaces in front of our defence numerous occasions against Manchester City, against Feyenoord, and of course against Watford as well. So tactically there's problems, mentally with the players there's problems, and Jose Mourinho, I hope is the right man for the job. We have to give him time to prove that he is. He's got the track record, so we've got to stick by him. I have my doubts about him, yes. But I'm not going to make that mean after 3 defeats on a trot, let's get on his back, because we need to give him support. We need to give him time. And ultimately, he still has a big job to do. We have got the squad though, and there's no excuse for the performances that we've had recently from the players and the manager. They need to be a lot better than that. At least we've got opportunity to bounce back this week with Northampton, and then of course Leicester at home. So we've got a quick chance to bounce back, and we're not going into an international break on the back of 3 defeats. That would really be annoying, wouldn't it? Anyway, getting into my player ratings, and these are happy today. They're dreadful, and it's a shame since I've started doing player ratings. They've coincided with 2 defeats, so obviously I didn't do them for the final game, but here they are. David De Gea got 4 out of 10. I thought he was poor. Lack of communication on the goal as well. Smalling and Bailly also getting 4. They haven't played well together in that game at all. I thought there were signs against Feyenoord, and then again this weekend it just wasn't. The communication isn't there, so they need to improve on that. I thought Valencia and Shaw did okay at times, but pretty average in the main. Shaw obviously got criticised by Jose Mourinho, but I thought Jose Mourinho was refreshingly honest in his press conference with the way he spoke, and he didn't seem to be digging out Luke Shaw. But yeah, 5 out of 10 for Shaw and Valencia. Pogba got a 4. He hit the post. Sorry, he hit the bar. He didn't do that badly, but overall we know he can do better. I still think the tactics aren't helping him, but no excuses. 4 out of 10. Fellaini was decent again. One of our better players here, he's got 6. Rashford was our best player, 7 out of 10 for him. Rooney, another dreadful game for the captain now. What happens with Wayne Rooney? A lot of people are saying he is the problem. I don't think he's the problem. I think he's one of the problems. I still think he has a lot to offer to Manchester United, but that maybe isn't in the starting lineup week in, week out. In fact, I don't think it is in the starting lineup week in, week out. A lot of people are starting to see it now. It's sad to see, because obviously Wayne Rooney's been a great player for Manchester United. He's been a fantastic servant for the club. Won a lot of things here, and he's achieved a lot as well. And he'll undoubtedly go down as a great Manchester United player, but time catches up with all of them, and I think it's starting to with Wayne Rooney. So we need to manage how many games he does play. Martial, for disappointing on one of their goals. It maybe was a foul, but he should have learnt from doing a similar thing just before that, and he lost the ball. They scored. Yes, it could have been a foul, but he wasn't great. Had a knock to the head as well, but 4 out of 10 for him. Zlatan, 5 out of 10. I don't think he's got we're not getting the ball to him enough. We're not giving him a delivery, to be honest. So he seems kind of isolated up there, but he didn't do too badly with what he had. And of course, he had a hand in Rashford's goal too. The substitutes, Young was average, 5 out of 10. Mata came on for half an hour, did okay, but even then, 6 out of 10. And Memphis came on with far too little time to actually do anything. So that's the player ratings. Not a pretty sight at all. Rashford obviously providing the highlight of it all, getting another goal, 10 goals in 2016, our top goal scorer in the year. What a fantastic start to his career as Manchester United player, and I hope it continues because he seems to have a great head on his shoulders. He's great to watch as well, so hopefully he can continue his development this season. Hopefully he's part of a successful team. Guys, let us know what you think about my player ratings. Get your comments in below. Make sure you subscribe to McKola TV. I'll see you later.